Missing someone. Missing someone. Missing someone. With all your
Hi everyone, welcome back today. I'm gonna do kind of a little mini tour of our house, just showing you how we styled our house for fall. I keep saying we, like Ken had anything to do with any of this. He really didn't. Definitely all up to me, but he does love having a nicely decorated house, a cozy house. There's nothing too over the top, grand ideas here, probably nothing new, but I'll just show you what we've done. It's all kind of just very subtle, little hints of fall decor. Nothing overly, I don't know, like pumpkins everywhere and orange everywhere and sparkle and glitter and lights everywhere. It's just all very subtle, simple, understated. I'm racing against time today though. It is incredibly dark out, super gloomy, pouring with rain. It's like 2 in the afternoon and it's pretty much dark out already. So I apologize if the lighting in this video is horrendous. I've spent the last good 45 minutes trying to figure out the best settings for this setup today. But yeah, let's get into it. Our kind of fall, simple home fall decor for the season. Okay, so the first thing is something you might remember from if you follow me on Instagram or Instagram stories. This guy has been up here a whole year. I actually put this up last fall, the greenery on our fake fireplace here. And when I went to go take it down after Christmas, it just looked so plain and bare. So I ended up just taking off the little red bits of like cranberries and other garland that I had intertwined throughout all the greenery here. I just left the greenery up all year. It just kind of made the home look, our home kind of suits a lot of the stuff that I have put up for our fall decor. So some of it I did leave up all year round, this being one of them. It's basically just a long garland that I got from Michael's. Just a plain like pine tree looking garland, and then I added some eucalyptus into it, kind of just stuffed it in a few different spots along the mantle just to make it a little less wintry. And I kind of just like the fullness it gives. It just adds a little more interest to the room. I'm a big fan of greenery in our living room, so. And on the other side also kind of serves as our way to hide all our appliances and cords and our go-to movies. So I've kind of buried our DVD player and our cable box within the greenery, so it kind of just blends in so you don't see cords and stuff. So the next thing that's been around, again, for a whole year, I just loved the way it looked when we put it down last year. It's actually down at my feet. And it is a wicker style basket, open style basket that I put just real pieces of chopped up wood in. Our fireplace isn't actually a working fireplace, but I put fake candles in it. We don't actually ever light them or anything, we just do the fake fireplace kind of thing. But I just think it makes it feel a lot more warm and cozy, and it has like a very decorative feel to it, it made the house feel much more lived in when there was a little decor down at the bottom of the fireplace, even though it's not functioning. But yeah, I got the basket from Winners. I think it was about $20. And then I just went to the local gas station and I picked up a package of pre-chopped wood, made sure it didn't have any bugs or anything in it. And then I just kind of like neatly stacked it how I liked it. And then again, at the end of the year, I just thought it looked really plain in this area without my firewood at the bottom of, my neighbors are looking at me. I just felt like it looked really plain without my greenery and without my little wicker basket full of wood at the bottom, so I ended up just leaving it for the year. I didn't feel like it looked too out of place throughout the summer. The house has a very cozy feel to it. It doesn't have that summery kind of feeling to it. So I feel like it looked all right. I don't know. Maybe that's just me and we just got used to looking at it, but anyways, it's still there and I love it. It's staying. Okay, welcome to my coffee table. You'll have to ignore whatever sludge has been spilt here. I was running out of light so quickly that I didn't even bother cleaning anything up. I'm just trying to get something filmed before it's completely dark out. But a couple things I wanted to point out on here that we've added for decor. I'm not really a candle all year round kind of person. Throughout the summer, we tend to just leave our windows open, and I just like, we live in Vancouver, so we have beautiful fresh air here. So we tend to just leave it au naturel throughout the summer, but when fall hits, mid-October I would say, I start collecting a few candles. Most of mine I just get from Winners because they're so much cheaper than anything else. I've had a few misses actually. The Tilly one, that's really common at our HomeSense For some reason that it smells so good, but when you burn it, it smells like absolutely nothing. So that was a bit of a miss. But there was another one. This was the first one that I bought early in the season, and it has definitely, these two are actually very similar. This one's a little bit sweeter, but they smell like a Christmas decor shop, and they just make me so happy. And they both fill the rooms, like they fill the whole house really within 20 minutes of burning them. This one lasted forever. I burnt this one almost every night for at least a month and a half, and there's still a good half of it there. So I love that one. And it was very inexpensive from HomeSense. This is my most recent one here. It's called Currant Clove by Fresh Scents. It was another winter's find. I think I paid about 10 bucks for it. Oh, it just smells like fall and Christmas, but it has like a sweet smell to it. I don't like a really heavy, musky kind of smell. Again, it smells like a Christmas store, so that's why I love it. And then the other thing that I have on this table that is new, of course, the white pumpkins is the very blogger thing to do. They've made appearances in quite a few photos on my blog so far, but I got 3 of them. I like the odd numbers. I like that this one has a bit of a tilt to it. These two both sit up straight. It took a while picking these when I was at Safeway. They're only $2 each, so they don't break the bank. I love having 2 of them down low and then one up here on the box rather than just having 3 all clumped together. I think it just adds a little bit more dimension to the coffee table. Look at that high and low. Everything kind of has different dimensions and shapes and circles and rectangles. And of course we have our remotes here. That's just real life. But yeah, that's all I've added to our coffee table. Nothing too crazy really. But it does have that fall feel, fall smell. Adds a little bit something to take us season to season. And then in combination with our wood logs that I have here and the greenery in the fireplace, it just feels very cozy in here. Okay, so now we've made almost a full circle around the living room. We are now over at Ken's second bed. No, I'm just kidding. He only ever naps here, and that's his choice when he wants to nap here. But this is a very comfortable spot to sit and watch TV. Ken does fall asleep here quite often. But 2 things I changed over here. One was this pillow. It's actually a dark navy, velvety kind of pillow. It's beige on the other side. This one for a long time, 9 months or so, was on our bed, but I thought it looked better out here for fall just because it was a nice dark solid color. I did have another pillow here for those 9 months of the year. It's a black and white patterned, busy looking kind of pillow. I've actually moved it over to our dining room now, just because I added this blanket and I thought they kind of clashed a little bit too much. So we did have another blanket here. It's kind of like an Aztec blanket that we got in Mexico years and years and years ago. That also seemed kind of fall, but this was just a little bit more fall appropriate with the red in it and the plaid. Super soft. It was only $34, I think, from HomeSense. It's not that big. I could probably use it as a blanket scarf at some point if I wanted, but it says it's made in Italy and it's incredibly soft and it just adds so much, again, coziness and that like sitting by the campfire out at the cabin. Really happy with that. Yeah, I think that's all I've changed over in this corner. Next we'll head over to the kitchen. Okay, so we have finally made it to our teeny tiny little kitchen. It is literally about my arm's length. And I'm not a very big person, but we live in a heritage building, so that's the way they were built back in the day. But in terms of decor in our kitchen, one thing I did end up switching was our towels. This is what we normally have here throughout the year. They're just like the IKEA package of different white and blue kitchen napkins. But I actually swapped it out for, again, some more red. Just says fall, holiday, more to me than the white and blue does. So I'll switch those. I do like the way the 2 of them look together, but I only got 1 package of the 2 of them, and likely that they will get dirty. I'm not going to say who's going to make them dirty, but I only live with 1 other person. I think I'll probably just end up keeping 1 here at a time. That way we can keep swapping them out and washing them and getting them nice and bright again. But I'll leave them this way for now. And then the other thing is, normally all year long we have this little pot here. We use that for pretty much everything. We really have very minimal pots and pans in this house. We tend to move countries a lot, but I love the way this one looks. It's from IKEA again. It was quite inexpensive, but it has that like cottagey heritage, tiny little kitchen in the woods kind of look, even though we're in the middle of Vancouver, but our whole house has a very heritage feel to it, so I feel like this pot really fits in well. But for now, for the fall, I'm going to move that one just to the other corner so you don't see it first thing when you walk in. And then I'm going to add I know this might seem weird as decor to some people, but I had this huge red Dutch oven that my mom gave to me for Christmas years and years ago when I first moved out, and I thought I was going to be that living girlfriend that cooks for Ken every night. That didn't really happen, but I do use it from time to time. I used it to cook a big pot of chili just last week, which was delicious. But I think as decor, it looks really cool out on the, especially on this, in this kind of setting, in this kind of kitchen. It's an all white kitchen, and when you add just a little bit of red here and there, just reads much more holiday and cozy. I've said that word 100 times, but it does. It looks more cozy, and if I had something boiling and bubbling in here, like another chili, it would just be all that much better. The greenery in here isn't anything new. That's something that stays all year round, but I think it really works well through the holidays and through the fall as well. So those will all stay, and I think that's pretty much all we're gonna change in our kitchen. All right, so there you go. That is pretty much all we have in our home for fall decor. Just a few little things that we added, some that was already there all year long, but all things that make our home feel a lot more cozy and ready for fall. Full disclaimer at the beginning of this video, it's nothing life-changing, it's nothing crazy, nothing you haven't already seen on Pinterest. This is just how we decorated our home. We like it. Hopefully you do too. I apologize if the lighting is really crazy in this video. It is nearly pitch black outside right now. I've cranked all the camera settings that I can. Yeah, so this is kind of phase 1 before Christmas. Phase 2 is going to be the tree and then the full-on Christmasness that happens. I'm gonna probably dig into that Tupperware container that Ken's dragged out of our storage this morning and get going on that maybe tonight. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.